Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. So we are continuing our investigation by questioning some lorry drivers and learning a little bit more about the union and the strike. So yeah, let's continue to look around here and see if we can find more lorry drivers to talk to. The lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Okay. Anyway, can I interact with this over here? I can.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Well, let's look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Okay, what kind of stickers and insignia? What about the back seat? Yeah, let's look at the stickers and insignia first.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
So, does this lorry belong to our racist truck driver?
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Okay, what does that mean?
It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Well, thank you, Encyclopedia, for answering my question. Royalist era Revachol. Okay, and what about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Well, apparently whoever drives this lorry likes the man from Hjarndal. Okay.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. Yeah, as I suspected. That is the owner of this lorry. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Probably. I mean, I guess I could be another racist lorry driver around here, but maybe it's this one.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Indeed.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Okay, so we have identified his lorry. Not sure if that is going to help us at the moment. Since we can't really, find out what's inside it, I suppose. But I can pick up the money here. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here? A foreign car kept in good condition.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Zhimsk! What a name. So who drives these cars?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
So, what do you think about this car, Kim?
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time? I'm pretty sure I do not know. I mean, I barely know my own history. Why would I know his history? So what happened last time?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Stash Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot.
Interesting.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jim's community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Okay.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Okay, suddenly Encyclopedia knows what's going on here. You could have told me this earlier. then maybe I could have impressed him. Now I just sound like a smartass. Hate to correct you, Kim, but only 4,395 people were on that protest. But, I mean, since I have this high encyclopedia skill, I may as well lean into this kind of smartass persona who likes to correct minor details. I mean, it's the only thing that I know that I can really, show off with, so I may as well do it.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
He doesn't seem impressed at all. Who are the Jim's community? What they sentence the killers to? Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? I'm not sure why you would think that, but it might be worth a question. Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job. First tell me about the Jim's community.
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, well, that isn't very precise, but whatever. So, what they sentence the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion.
Okay, that doesn't really seem that much, to be honest. Maybe because it was like an quote-unquote honor killing?
The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
Okay, if you say sorry, you get like a drastic reduction of your punishment, apparently. Interesting.
The prisons in the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Okay, so they're just looking for any kind of excuse why they won't hand out like long prison sentences. I see. I don't know. This feels like a very, very long shot, but may as well ask.
Could it be another Stajrajko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
Yeah, I mean, he was wearing like very expensive armor, and I mean, this apparently, it's a classic and an oldie, but it doesn't look like a very expensive car, to be honest. It looks kinda, I don't know, derelict, so maybe not. So, do I have an opinion on this paint job?
Yes, detective?
I think it looks better brown and black. They should have left it baby blue. I mean, it doesn't really look that great at the moment, and if it was baby blue, at least it would stand out a little bit more.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
He shares a smile with you only for a second. I don't know, I might be a Jimsk. I couldn't tell you.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
4 to 5% maximum. That is very precise, Encyclopedia. Why are you so defensive about this? Okay, but Encyclopedia says I'm not Jimsk, so I guess I'll have to trust it. Anyway. Do we have anything else around here? Yep, there seems to be something over here. Is this another lorry? Oh, and something over here as well.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air, with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Yeah, the horse looks kind of strange because it's missing the neck and the neck has been replaced by rods. It makes the horse look like some kind of robo-horse. So who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
So we went from the opulent to the squanderer to the insane. That seems to be quite a downward spiral, to be honest. I mean, the first one was like opulent, or well, the second one. And then the third one squandered all the riches, which made the next one insane, probably, huh?
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
Alright, Encyclopedia, this is your time to shine. But I may wanna ask this question first.
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
A bullet?
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Oh no, my skill check is gone. Maybe it will return later. Lieutenant, has someone shot the king? Point to the indentation.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
Yeah, I guess his glasses are not as good as they should be, so what do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Yes, a practical joke. Target practice. Political. It's a king and he's shot. Yeah, I would say so. None of the above. Maybe it's connected to the murder. I don't think so. This seems political to me.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
He takes a note in his notebook.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Alright, Encyclopedia. If you're going to fail this, I will be very disappointed.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
I guess that's where he got his title, the Squanderer, huh?
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
And what about his insane son? I would like to learn more about him, to be honest. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Good question.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
But why?
He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I like that imagery of the obese dragon. Sol Aurum just means golden sun. That seems to be a very unimaginative title, to be honest. I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is a king and can do anything. Well, but I mean, it kinda ended badly for his family because of that, so maybe he shouldn't have done anything. Wait, really, there's no way that's true. I can't believe it. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit. I mean, that's the most obvious answer, but I kinda like this one. I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. I mean, that's something you will probably never experience. Honestly, I would be fine with sleeping in a proper bed at this point and not whatever we have in our hotel room, but whatever.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Okay, what is nose candy? Well, cocaine, obviously. That's what we're talking about at the moment. This is a lot to process. So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie. Okay, where is he buried now? That sounds very wrong in context of what we are just discussing. It's like, can we exhume him and get some of his cocaine or something? I mean, I know what nose candy is, but I guess I'm going to ask the obvious anyway.
Cocaine?
Yes, thank you. Short and to the point. So he was a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay.
I see, so he had a mausoleum, but that's not where he is anymore. Where is he buried now? Apparently nowhere. He was just dumped into the bay. But okay, I guess that's what I have to pick to proceed.
Beneath the cold waters of the Interlindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
Okay, that makes me kind of surprised that the statue is still here. I mean, they even desecrated the body of the king and dumped him into the bay, but his statue is still standing? So yeah, what happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled.
So this is not the original.
Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Okay, so they dumped the king into the bay, but they never got around to demolish the statue because the coalition invaded before they could do it. So who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
Interesting. Well, I guess it is kind of ironic.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Okay, that's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic. That's such a bad idea. It probably is, but I mean, the statue is still standing, more or less. I really don't get art. Honestly, Harry does strike me as a kind of person who has no real interest in art, so yeah, I guess that would be a good answer.
Neither do people in Martinaise. The statue has proved to be controversial in a neighborhood mostly populated by the left-leaning working class.
Yeah, I guess they do not appreciate the irony in this, huh?
Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Yeah, because he's dead. Of course he doesn't care.
Not that he ever did in life either.
Okay, good point. Good point. Yeah, I guess that's all I can do here. Alright, that was a bit of lore again, but I want to check out the lorry over here. First, can I get to whatever that is? Oh, it's another tank top. What is my current tank top doing? Drama. Physical instrument. I mean, this actually might be useful. My drama already is pretty high. So, how about I increase my physical instrument a bit instead? Although my current shirt looks a little bit better. Tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. Amazing. Oh dear, you can actually see like his hairy chest now. Somehow his outfit is just getting progressively worse. I mean, he's still wearing these huge gloves, but I mean, the increased interfacing. I think I would like to get rid of these pants at some point. I'm not sure if I really want that much electrochemistry, and I guess having better savoir-faire would be nice. Yeah, the shoes do not really increase my savoir-faire either. But okay, I guess we're going to wear this now, as ugly as it is. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Oh, this is just money. I mean, I'm getting close to the amount that I need for the hotel room. So that's good. Anyway, can we talk to this guy over here?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
All right, Pale Driver.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Snap your fingers in front of her face. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions. Nothing to do here. No, I would like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Well, in that case, I guess I have to snap my fingers.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
How about snapping my fingers twice?
Where am I?
Okay.
Who are you?
I was actually hoping you could tell me that. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out. Me, I am the law around here. I totally am.
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, lawman?
I think we're in Martinez.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? I guess she's talking about the current year, or is she talking about her age? What else would you be? Where else would you be then? When else would you be then? Yeah, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, where else would you be?
Back in Mezca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
Okay.
Until you came along, that is.
Oh, so you were kind of imagining that. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro? So I take it you were in Mezc when you were young, probably. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am. Yeah, tell me more about this guy.
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Let's have a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
Alright, I see. He's some kind of star. Clearly.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So is he just as cool as Guillaume Limillon? She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
I don't know. Maybe it is when she was young, in Mezc.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. They're not to me. Someone, are these not your memories? Sorry to interrupt your dreaming. Yeah, are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
I mean, if they're not your memories, you shouldn't have them. That's usually how it works with memories.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
Okay.
All of what? The world. The present.
Yeah, this lady is slightly weird, and I'm not sure if I'm getting any useful information out of her. So I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming, I suppose.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, lawman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow, and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Mezc, it was a golden age.
All right.
The Republic of Mezc is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Okay, thank you for that information. I have a better picture of this place now. Anyway, yeah, I have some questions for you.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks line the dashboard. Okay, let's see. What are you hauling? I still don't really understand this whole boyardero thing. Before I came, you seemed away. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Okay, let's maybe start with the first. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds? Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
It would be totally marvelous, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know? So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry? Yeah, surely you must have some kind of transport manifest or whatever that tells you what you're hauling.
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
So what are you driving it for? What if the cargo is contraband? I guess that makes sense. Minding your own business. I don't think I do know what you mean. I mean, I kind of get it. If you're that long in the business, maybe at some point you just stop caring because it doesn't matter to you anyway. But what if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I'm not quite there yet. First I need to make sure that you are actually the one smuggling, which you may not be.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Clearly, that's a lot of people to strangle. I still don't really understand this whole boyardero thing. Doesn't seem relevant, but let's ask it anyway.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyardero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
And what would that be?
A boyardero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay. Yeah, tell me more about that, please.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyardero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
And I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyardero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Magritte, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I see where this is going. So he gives up his riding and settles down, right? Well, apparently not. He doesn't.
So the boyardero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going. Yes, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. A beautiful song. That's a terrible song. I don't know, but it is clearly not what I thought would happen. I mean, I maybe should have, since we just talked about the guy who strangled 300 people, but that was a completely different subject, right? Why is this conversation so filled with strangulations?
You have to understand. A true boyardero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyardero.
I mean, he could have just said no. No reason to strangle her. But I've just learned some people just like to strangle people, so I guess that's the reason. Before I came, you seemed away. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. I mean, we kind of talked about this already, but again, let's just ask it anyway.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
But I still need to ask about the drugs.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
I mean, maybe not intentionally, but if she doesn't care what she's hauling, she might be like a good target for the smugglers. You know, they just give her all the ingredients and she doesn't care what's in her lorry.
You hear that, Lawman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant? Should you drive a lorry if you get like that? Okay, let's change the subject. Yeah, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Interesting.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't rule out that she is not connected to our smuggling, so, let's maybe go back to that subject.
A pale dream is what it is.
She nods her head according to a rhythm known only to her, staring at the photo in her hands. So, now let's talk about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lawman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary. That's not really what I was getting at. Where could I get my hands on an experience like that? Okay, let's ask you something else then. I mean, again, I'm not trying to insinuate that she's taking drugs, but that she's smuggling them. And I'm afraid that this conversation is just going in the direction is, where can I find drugs for myself? But whatever, tell me about the adversary.
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversarium. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Interesting.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest.
I don't know. Encyclopedia, do you have something to say about this, maybe? But yeah, I'm not insinuating that you are taking drugs.
Then what were you getting at?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Well, that might be an interesting angle. What is it that you're hauling exactly? I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs. I mean, even if she were to say yes, that still doesn't mean that she's the person who's been doing it so far. So I feel I would be kinda, trying to create a crime instead of finding one, so I don't think this is going to help me. Instead, let's try to ask again what she's hauling.
You're man, Lawman. What of it?
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Yes, let's just ask straight away.
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry? We've been there before, so could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lawman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lawman, obviously.
Diamonds, of course. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here? I mean, that might be an interesting question to ask. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? I mean, we know why they're waiting here, because the drawbridge is not working. But yeah, who do you think could be involved in smuggling here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
I'm not sure if that is a good reason. But yeah, have we talked to the skinny man who thinks he's a poet? I don't think so. Who is it?
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Well, thank you, visual calculus. Okay, I guess we need to find the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Even though I'm not sure why she thinks that he might be responsible in particular. Okay, whatever, let's conclude.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
He closes his notebook to stress it. Yeah, Kim is getting impatient again, so I guess that's it.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Okay, in that case, have fun in Mesky. Okay, so she's talking about someone that she can see. The problem is I'm not seeing anyone anywhere around here. So I'm not sure who she might have been talking about, but it can't be far away, right? So let's see if we can actually go anywhere from here. I mean, this seems to be a dead end. I don't see a way through here. So this seems to be the only way we can go at the moment. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. How depressing. I don't know. How much stuff is there in this place anyway? Let me have a look at my quote-unquote map. Okay. I'm here. I mean, whatever this is supposed to be, I don't think this exists in the real world. So I guess I can't go any more in this direction, only in this general direction. So maybe that's where I should, I don't know, look for more people. I mean, we have more lorries here, so I feel there could still be a lorry driver somewhere around here. Is this a guy we've already spoken to? And I'm not sure if there's any point in talking to him again. Okay, it looks like we have more lorries here, but I'm not seeing any other lorry driver. Oh, but what do we got here? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Okay. This must have been out of commission for quite some time. Okay, we have someone over here.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Okay, can I have a closer look at it?
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Silang, isn't that the guy that the racist truck driver mentioned as potential smuggler? So he probably is another lorry driver as well.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about? Browse through the box. Yeah, what are you talking about? How are these second-hand clothes saving the economy?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious. Yeah, why does the economy need saving?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought. We've got to keep the flow of goods moving.
But isn't it like more economically conscious to always buy like new stuff and throw away the old stuff? I mean, I can see that it makes more sense to recycle, but you know, especially in like a capitalist society, always buying new stuff and just throwing out the old stuff seems to be more common.
Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
You're right, we gotta save Mother Economy. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's confusing like economy with ecology. It's like ecologically conscious to recycle, right? But I don't have children, I think. It's just nature. Powerful economies expand, weak economies go extinct. Is this like economical Darwinism? This economy is really just a distraction from the cultural issues, immigrants and... Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes. Oh, so I can buy some stuff from him. Yeah, I don't think I have children, as far as I can tell at the moment. I kind of hope that I don't have children, because I'm not sure if he would make a good father.
Too bad, officer. Kids make it all worthwhile. Without kids, who's going to be around to enjoy the economy? Don't let me stop you. Open the box and browse a little.
Alright, let's browse through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
I mean, this isn't exactly inviting. Then again, it's probably not worse than what I'm currently wearing.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Okay. Okay, I have a skill check here. A pretty decent one. Let's give it a try. Find something worth salvaging from that pile of wrecks. Let's do it.
No good.
Ah.
All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Touch them. Discard the woolly pants. I mean, I guess I can touch them.
They itch like hell. Like an itch pit in hell.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I do not want them. I mean, I've just been talking about, getting new pants, but maybe not these.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
These look terrible, and they're kind of worse than what I had before. I mean, they give me more half-light, but I'm not sure if I really want this. Maybe I should just wait until I can try this skill check again and find something better than whatever that is. So, never mind. I think I'll pass for now. Okay, what do we got here?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
Are you selling those as well?
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Yeah, sure, let's try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Alright, I don't think I want them.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
Yes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Even Kim tells me not to buy them. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses. You're right. I'm too sensible for those. I mean, I would kind of like to see what other sunglasses he has. Or potentially what kinds of stats these sunglasses would give me before I spend any money on them. So I guess for the time being, I'm going to say no.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Okay, +1 electrochemistry, -1 logic. Nah. I don't even like the stats on them, so I will pass. But maybe I can find some other stuff in here.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
Okay, so there's nothing worthwhile in that box.
Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
I wouldn't be surprised.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Okay, I have another skill check here. I mean, this has worse chances than the previous one, but let's try it.
No luck.
Nah.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Okay, what does that mean?
Oh, that visor is
No,
perfect for you,
no.
officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
6 real? I can't afford that kind of stuff. You know, 2 real, maybe, since I'm getting close to my target that I want to have at the end of the day, but 6, nah, that will have to wait until I find some more money. So, no.
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
What sun are you talking about? I mean, it's snowing, it's like February. I don't think the sun is really the biggest concern at the moment. Turn to the Lieutenant. Kim, are firefights something we should be prepared for? Probably not, huh?
I hope not.
He says, looking up from his browsing.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Take the amphibian sports visor. +1 perception. I mean, this one isn't bad stats-wise, since it only gives me a plus and no downside, but as long as I'm only making like a few cents here and there, I really don't want to start spending stuff until I found like a better way to get a bit more money. So I guess I'm going to leave for now. Alright, let me have a quick look at this over here. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Oh, this is a drawbridge, I see. But okay, we still need to talk to the actual guy, specifically about his potential smuggling. And it seems that there's actually another box we can interact with, so this might be more stuff that he's selling. But since the episode is getting long enough, I'm going to make a cut here, and we will continue to talk to this guy in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.